Hey guys, it's Dark here from LA. I know it's been a while, but we're back, baby. We know Axie's been in a slump lately, but it seems like Sky Mavis has been working in overdrive. I'm not sure if you guys have checked it out lately, but Axie recently came out with their new leaks on what the Axie Origins gameplay and battle system will look like. Gotta say, me and my boy NASH have been quite impressed. And if you haven't heard of NASH, make sure to check him out, as he's a big NFT play to earn streamer and content creator. I know I'm keeping you guys for too long, and I know you guys are curious about our thoughts and insights on the recent update. So without further ado, make sure to sub and smash that like button if you enjoyed this video.
Look at the new rank achieved. Bear rank.
Yep.
That makes me think they're gonna be like League, where it's like bronze, silver, gold, stuff like that. And instead of having just MMR brackets, you're gonna have a cool ranking.
I definitely think that's going to be the case. I think that's a better way to do it too, because their MMR system right now, it doesn't work. You need to be percentage based. That's what it really has to be. It has to be percentage based. Like you're the top 2%, top 1%, top 10%.
Yeah. Just like in League of Legends.
Exactly, exactly, yeah.
Oh man, I love this picture.
Puff initial. I definitely think we may see a lot more coordination between the different species cards. Like, unlike right now, there's a bit of coordination, but not really. You can mix a lot of the stuff up.
Yeah, I agree. And also, if you look at the cards, they do a lot less damage.
Yeah. To be fair, there's a lot less health, though. This thing has 126 health versus, like, the 500, 400 we're used to see.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you see the top right there? There's, like, 4 different things up there. There's, like, this weird blue orb. These, like, 15 cards. 7 discarded, maybe. Then 3, I don't know what that jar is. The blue orb looks like mana or, like, points or something. I don't know what the other 3 is, though.
That looks like SLP on crack, honestly.
I see some pets as well. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I think they said in the Twitter Spaces that each Axie is going to be able to summon a pet if you have a card.
Bottom right, there's also the big jar here. There could be a special ability or something.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Or like a lot of new features that we're just gonna kind of have to find out.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, scroll down to the card changes, and let's read the cards real quick. So Robin, you literally summon a little Robin.
Oh, so
but I want to read Telescope.
Put one
Look,
aquatic. Oh yeah. The draw meta, where you kind of draw for a certain card immediately to form a combo fast. So we'll see a lot of fast-paced decks, maybe like lock decks, control decks. We could see a lot of like really different ways to play. Yeah,
this is actually a literal card that you'd have in a card game, like a deck, where you put one card from your draw pile to your hand. This isn't just something where you're just gonna like draw random cards. How Axie is.
You choose your card, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm assuming you choose. So this is a big sentence here in the card changes.
Yeah.
Most cards play differently, as they now have either attack or defense value, but we've tried to keep the spirit of the cards as consistent as possible. So that means if you like, what I'm doing is I have a lot of beasts that I'm switching out for my scholars. I'm probably switching a lot of my beasts to mech, but if I have the triple nut, so like Nutcracker, Nut Throw, and then one of the eyes or ears or whatever is like a nut card.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing what you. I understand what you mean. You can get the triple bonus there.
Yeah, I'm not selling any of those because I have a feeling they're gonna be like they're gonna work together.
Yep. The other thing that's interesting, I'm not sure if you see the Telescope, but there's a Banish. It has the same kind of icon as some of the jars we saw.
Yeah.
There could be a Banish deck as well. So maybe we could have the concept where not all your cards get reshuffled anymore. Some of them get banished. Or maybe there is, you know what I mean? Because it could be like you use Telescope, you gotta banish this card because it allows you to draw one aquatic card to balance things out now.
Yeah, and then there's like all this power-ups and rune charms here.
Oh, that's the interesting part for me. I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. So let me read this out real quick. Runes and charms are new power-ups we're introducing in Origin. They are equipped by your Axies and will provide various buffs. Where runes give passive powers to Axies, charms are wearables that enhance an Axie's inherent abilities. To craft these power-ups, trainers will need to earn off-chain resources called moon shards from winning battles. Runes and charms will be rolled out incrementally. Initially, non-NFT runes and charms can be crafted using moon shards, and over time we will introduce more powerful NFT-based charms and runes, most likely after the alpha window. NFT-based charms and runes will require both SLP and moon shards to craft. This will be one of the initial SLP burning mechanism incorporated into Origin. So this is huge. What are your thoughts on
wonder, because I remember Philip was talking about how like some of them will be off-chain and some of them will be account specific. So if I upgrade my charm and I switch my Axie to someone else, I still get my charm. But that means like you're gonna stop multi-accounting a little bit, because obviously you want to level up your charms and like get stronger, and you're gonna have to start in like brand new accounts if you do that. So I think it's cool, like depending on how they do it.
I like to see how they're going to incorporate the free charms with the NFT charms as well. But no, this is definitely a big addition. Some of these effects are really cool too, like silence. I love to see that. Now you can completely just silence somebody's ability. Rage, change targeting.
And there's a quantity.
Yeah, I see that.
That's weird.
You see that 3 and 5, 3. So
yeah,
I see some of these. One of the effects called Epic Charm. All teammates gain 1 leaf. There could be a third, maybe a third, like a Magic the Gathering, a third tier of like points or energy system inside the actual combat. So now you need more than just energy. You need also like leaves or aqua. No, this is really good though. This is kind of incentivizes people to build up more and more powerful Axies. I wonder if you think they were going to reset if people send them away, because you could see people multi-counting like that, if you know what I mean. The sending back and forth.
I'm sure they'll monitor that somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. Each season's runes and charms will be removed from gameplay in the subsequent seasons, so trainers will need to continuously be on the hunt to upgrade. Deprecated runes and charms can be disenchanted to harvest-backed crafting resources, so trainers can also collect legacy runes and charms. There will be some very rare and unique ones, and then savvy trainers who obtain the splendid collections of the legacy runes and charms may be rewarded. Moon shards will be reset each season, so remember to use them up. So I'll be honest, we don't really know what this means, but it looks like you're going to be grinding a lot.
Yeah, no, definitely a lot more grinding. I think one thing that's interesting though is that even though they'll be removed from gameplay, you can actually still keep them and they'll become a collectible of sorts. That's kind of cool for the NFT ones because it's good that they don't get burnt or anything, but you can disenchant them. I wonder if that means they'll lose a lot of value.
Oh, you know what? This will probably help them switch the meta every season.
Yeah,
because like
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, it reminds me of cards in Hearthstone. Like you have a card and you don't use it anymore because it's not the meta, so you can just disenchant it and get a new card, get a new rune.
Yeah, you can disenchant your charm and bonuses and stuff instead of having to buy new Axies and level those up or however it works. So that's gonna be kind of hype.
I wonder how that's gonna work for NFT based charms and runes. Maybe you wouldn't be able to burn them. Because like I would suck if you got an NFT based charm and then all of a sudden you can't use it anymore.
Facts.
So trainers playing V2 expressed a lot of concern and frustration around critical hits, as this random element often over influences matches. So we've decided to remove random critical hits from Origin gameplay. However, the game will introduce new above card play mechanics such as Rage, which Axies accumulate over the course of a battle. We're excited to see how trainers create new plans and strategies when they attempt to choose the right timing to unleash their Axies' rage against opponents. So this seems kind of like an ulti, right? It seems like you charged enough for your like mini ult and you can use it, like your abilities.
Yeah, I'm thinking like the more rage you have, the more damage you do or something like that. But if you look at the cards right above that, yeah, confident, target gains 2 rage, and then in imp on the right, costs 0 energy in fury form. So maybe that's when you have full rage.
Ah, it could be fury form and you do like extra damage, or it plays with other card effects.
Yeah.
I have an interesting question here actually. Minecraft asked, how will the defense work when it's turn based? Will defense stay on enemy turn? So that's interesting because there's no more turns, right? Like things happen instantaneously now.
Yeah, they said you're gonna be you don't attack and defend at the same time. So I have no idea how it's gonna work.
Interesting.
Yeah, right now you try to play your cards when you think they're gonna attack, so you can like get the most out of your shield. But it might. Well, I mean, there's no way it's gonna be like that.
What if it's like Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like one person attacks and then the other person attacks, and you're like defending, and then you switch to attacking. Like someone turns,
I have no idea.
You can summon and do stuff, and then other turns you can only like chill, and it's not your turn. You know, you're waiting and defending.
I don't know, but I really want this to be out because I want to find out.
I know.
The skill trees will depend on your element or
Tokens.
your type. So like
Yeah.
beasts will have a skill tree that kind of goes similar to beasts. Birds will have maybe a skill tree with speed and damage,
Mhm.
and plants maybe a tanky skill tree where they can get more HP or like something like that. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how it works. And it's making me think that you can like pick which Axie attacks that turn. That's what it's making me feel like.
Yeah, it said like some of the cards said you can choose any Axie. So maybe it's like really turn-based with each Axie. Like who knows? It could be like that. Like each Axie goes one per turn at a time, or maybe you have a limited number of attacks. They did say they'll give you a certain random cards, so you could get like 4 cards that can only play like 3 or something. Did we have any news on like upgrading parts with like burning Axies to get tokens, then use those tokens to upgrade different parts?
We didn't get upgrades or updates on how it works, but I think
Ah.
Philip said that they're not going to be doing upgrading till later this year,
Oh,
which
yep.
makes me think that land isn't going to come out for over a year.
Yeah,
Like
no.
probably
Lands,
Q2 or 3 next year.
yeah, I think Land's definitely like 2023. It's not coming this year. There's no way. If the alpha is gonna last for all of Q1, maybe Q2, and then they won't have this fully fleshed out and completed by maybe Q3 or even Q4. There's no way Land is gonna come out in like a month, like 3 months after that. Like Land's gonna be a huge ordeal. It's massive.
Yeah, for real.
I wouldn't want them to like just rush it either, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Land's gonna be a completely different game in general. It's gonna go from card game to like open world.
That I mean, it might be both, like where you go through an open world to play the card game against like a PvE or someone, but I don't know. But someone in chat says, I need to grind more to upgrade my Axies after Origin comes out. I think it's gonna be a while, but I'm sure you can upgrade like your runes and stuff, so who knows?
Yeah, the runes is something that's definitely gonna have to be grindy. I know that's gonna be a big grind.
Going on to the starter Axies, basically what this whole thing is saying is that Bubba, the Axie up there at the top left,
Yeah, the orange
is a
boy.
starter Axie. He's not an NFT, so you can't own him. Everyone's going to be able to use him for free, and you will not be able to earn SLP, at least for now, by using him. So you're basically just going to be able to like play for fun
Hmm.
and learn how the game works before you make like your actual like financial decision and buy Axies. So as you go, there's going to be more and more starter Axies. I think they said there's like 8 or 9 as of right now. And as you play PvE, you get to unlock them and like try out new cards and stuff.
Yep.
I wonder if like there's going to be a bunch of content and challenges of like getting to 2K MMR with the free Axie team.
Oh, like actually instead of like daily quests, maybe like actually like achievements instead, something like
Oh,
that.
let's hope so, yeah.
Dude, I feel like achievements is the way to go. Not like a daily quest. Like it's a bit lazy, you know. That's what I personally think. I think an achievement of sorts would be a lot more like, you know, interactive and fun.
And like as long as they get players to play every day, which is the point of a daily quest, that would be pretty dope.
And we got tutorials here too. Tutorials and unlocks. We know a lot of our dedicated players will have no problem picking up the new battle system in Origin. However, we want to make sure Origin is not too overwhelming for your friends and other new players as well. Therefore, successful play of the game will progressively unlock different features in the game as trainers progress through the PvE adventure. We've also provided a plethora of tutorials to better explain different parts of the gameplay. Tutorials will be able to be revised anytime just in case a trainer wants to review them later. I think this is pretty good considering like there's like other than content, there's no way for you to like properly learn how to play the game within the game.
Oh yeah, even getting onboarded is tough without like watching YouTube.
Yeah, there's no tutorial, there's no like, you know, AI playing. You just like go into a game of like campaign or story mode, and that's not like, it's not representative of the game at all, especially in ranked.
Yeah. What I will say though, the art for V3 is
Ooh,
stellar.
I love it. I actually love it. And they're actually really reflective. Like the art has a lot more emotion of like what the actual thing does. Yeah, no.
So question here, Nald says, I hope upgrading Axies is not that expensive. So who pays for the upgrades? The manager or the scholar? Or is it a 50-50? How does it work?
I don't know actually, because one of the upgrades is charms, and all those utilities seem to be a bit more in game and not really like NFT based. You know what I mean? Like some of those charms are kind of like almost like levels for your Axies, but instead of levels, you get these charms and power-ups instead. And they're useful in game.
Do you think it's gonna like kind of destroy the scholarship model if, let's say, you can just play for free and like climb? Do you think that scholarships will be pointless after that?
I don't think so, because the scholarship system's still gonna be like, it's your fast ticket to up to like, you know, full SLP earning. I think the starter is gonna be good as people learn the game, but everybody wants to get a scholarship if they had the option over free to play. I'd assume you wouldn't be able to climb up to getting your full earnable team. Or even if you did, it's like incredibly difficult in a really shitty team.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like that.
I hope you guys enjoyed our opinions on the recent Axie Origins Substack. Definitely was quite the informative one this time, and I love that the team showed photos that leaked some extra info, namely in their UI. I definitely recommend you guys check out a bit more into their Substack and try to really dig out all the information you can. We'll be continuing to provide our insights and our opinions on some of the upcoming updates on Axie as we get closer and closer to the Origins launch. But for now, make sure to stay tuned for more quality Play-to-Earn content, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.